Now for number 7, they're telling us to factor each expression. So the first thing you gotta do is find the GCF. Anybody know for the first term, first 2 terms, 6x to the third minus 4x squared. What do you think is for these 2 terms, what's the GCF?
2.
Okay, good. 2. Good. I knew somebody was gonna say 4. 2 is the biggest number. 4 does not go into 6 evenly, right? If you do 6 divided by 4, are you gonna get a whole number? No. You're gonna get a decimal. It has to go in evenly. So 2 is the biggest number that will go into 6 and 4. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to put 2 outside the parentheses. Okay, what about x to the third and x squared?
It's actually
What, Melissa?
X2.
X squared. Good. That's your GCF. So that's how you start off the problem. You write the GCF outside of parentheses. Now, what we're doing right now is like backwards distributive property. I don't think they have a name for it, but maybe they do. It's backwards distributive property. Distributive property, what do you usually do? You multiply this inside, right?
Yeah.
Now we're like dividing out. So if this was 6x cubed and I took away or divided out 2x squared, what's 6 divided by 2?
3.
3. And what's x to the third divided by x squared?
X.
Because there's only 1, right? 3 minus 2, there's only 1 left. Was that too complicated?
No.
All right. Now you do the same thing. It's like distributive property backwards. Do it to this one. Negative 4 divided by 2,
But can you put a 1?
Positive?
right here?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. Make sense?
Yes.
And that's it. So
Okay, and then x squared divided by x squared,
they cancel
they cancel each other out. So I made a big parentheses for no reason. Okay? So did that make sense?
No.
Did that make sense to everybody else?
Yes.
A little bit? Kind of? Okay, we'll do a couple. So that's just for the first one. Now we gotta do the second one. What's the GCF for these 2?
5.
What is it? 5. 5 is the biggest number. You said 10. This is a mistake people make. If you say 10, that means you're telling me 15 divided by 10 is going to give me a whole number. Is it?
No.
No. So you got to go down. 5. So is it positive 5? Yes. We always want to, well, gotta show you how to do this. Okay. I'll try to show you how to do this. Let's say you take out a positive 5. Okay, the only way to kind of get used to this is to just keep doing them, then you get an eye to understand it. Okay? When you take out positive 5, what's 15x divided by 5?
3x.
3x, very good. And what is negative 10 divided by 5?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. What do you notice?
the same thing.
Ah,
Almost.
this and this are the same, right? That means you did it right. If you don't get the same thing in the parentheses, you need to say, hold up, I'm doing something wrong. Okay? So if you get the same thing, that's good. Now, you could have chosen to take out a negative 5, and maybe we'll get some questions like that. Positive, negative, you get to choose. But you want to take out the one that's going to give you the same leftovers. That's what I call it. You want the same leftovers, okay? So now, guess what I'm going to do next? Take the leftovers. Put it in front. So now these are done with. You don't need them no more. Write down what's left in parentheses. What's left up there? What's left from this line?
2x to the second power.
2x squared
And then 5
plus 5. Good. Now I'm going to be honest with you. Most times, a lot of times, the test or whatever you're doing will write the answer the other way around. They'll put the 2x plus squared, all of that. They'll put this in the front. Does it matter? No. To me, it's easier to teach you like this. So I don't want you to get confused if you look at your answer choices and you see this answer, you're still right. You can pick that answer, it's still the same thing. Doesn't matter which way you write it. Hard?
No.
Okay, good. Let's do another one. Let's do number 8. It's 5q to the third power minus 40q squared minus 4q plus 2 plus 32. Okay, so again, let's find the GCF for the first two terms, for these two. What's the biggest number that goes into 5 and 40? 5. Good. And what about q to the third and q squared?
Oh, on squared.
2.
Good, q squared. So now what do you have left? If you take away 5q to the third divided by 5q squared, what's left?
3.
Very good. 5 divided by 5 is 1. If you want to write the 1, you can. Q to the third divided by q squared is q. Make sense? Okay, let's do this one. You got minus 40 divided by 5.
-9.
Use your calculators.
8.
Use your calculators.
-8.
Negative 40 divided by 5. What'd you get, Jennifer?
8.
Negative.
You put the negative, don't forget the
Oh,
minus.
it's negative 8.
Okay? And then q squared divided by q squared,
Just 9.
nothing. Okay? I don't like to write the ones, you know that already. So. Anybody confused? Alright, let's do the second one. You got negative 4. You got positive 32.
Four. Negative
Now let me show you something. When you look at this, you got a minus sign right here, right? When you look at this, you got a plus sign right here. You know what that's telling you? You need to change the sign. So whatever you pull out, you need to make it a minus. So 4 and 32, what's the greatest common factor?
2, right?
You go higher. 4. 4 goes into 32. So pull out a minus 4. Now what is negative 4 cubed divided by negative 4?
1.
1 cubed. Right? What is positive 32 divided by negative 4?
Negative.
Negative 8.
-8.
Good. So now you see you got the same thing. So you see why I made this negative 4 when I pulled it out? Because I saw that the signs needed to be the same, and they're not the same. So if you want to change the signs, you get a negative. Did that make sense? Anybody think they know how to write the final answer?
It'll be
Yeah.
Q minus 8.
Let me see you made the try. Go ahead.
Q -8
Okay, q minus 8
times 5q squared minus 4.
Very good. Q minus 8 times 5q squared minus 4. Once you get rid of the leftovers, you write what's left over. Does that make sense? Yes, no, you need me to do another one, or you think you got it? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.